Finally, so here we go for Declan Rice from West Ham to Arsenal. First broken by David Ornstein, followed by Fabrizio Romano. Simon McBoy into the mix, and here we come onto the Rokani Media Football with the Arsenal News Show about how Declan Rice to Arsenal has come to completion here onto this channel. Let's smash close to 500 likes onto this video because this is one of the long-awaited videos that had obviously caused goosebumps to the fans of Arsenal, but finally it is done and dusted. Declan Rice is a gooner. Declan Rice is a Mikel Arteta player. Declan Rice is an Arsenal player, and he is the record holder of the club of Arsenal, crossing from one side of London to the other side of North London for £105 million. God, huge money, huge player, fantastic player, crossing to Arsenal to improve their midfield. Welcome to this channel. This is Rokani Media Football, and I am Rokani David. You can as well call me RD. You can as well follow us on Twitter at Rokani Media FB to see to it that you really get all the latest news and information as far as this is concerned. And I thank Lord and the Holy Spirit for this because, guys, I was asleep. Then I have my friend called Enoch calls me. I wake up, before I go back to bed, I say, let me check my phone. Guess what? I see Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, Declan Rice to Arsenal. Here we go. I said, all right, who am I to go back in bed before doing this story for the subscribers of the Rokani Media Football? Right? And I said I have to sit in front of camera no matter what and obviously present this story to you guys because you are so much important to me. And continue to subscribe, guys, to this channel so that we hit close to 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Now, how did it start? Obviously, it's David Ornstein who came in through and obviously put in a tweet that exclusive Arsenal have reached total agreement with West Ham to sign Declan Rice. West Ham have now accepted Arsenal payment structure on record of 100 guaranteed million pounds plus £5 million fee. 24-year-old England midfielder given permission to do medical and finalize personal terms. That is coming in from David Ornstein. Record signing, and it has been a late night deal, and obviously they've been working on this deal for close to a week. Remember, this was agreed. A fee was agreed and accepted by West Ham last week on Wednesday, and in my country where I'm recording this video from, it's a Wednesday, meaning that it has taken them a week to come to a compromise. And obviously Declan Rice has been given permission to do the medical and finalize personal terms with Arsenal. That is it, coming in from David Ornstein. Then later, like a minute later, after David Ornstein posted this, Fabrizio Romano came up with the following: that Declan Rice to Arsenal, here we go. Deal in place between Arsenal and West Ham, and the Gunners sign their top target, £100 million plus £5 million of add-ons. It's the most expensive signing ever for Arsenal and most expensive English player ever in the Premier League. Edu and Arteta crucial to make it happen. That's Fabrizio Romano sounding a here we go. Now, most ever Arsenal signing, breaking the record of Nicola Pepe. That is it. But the most important bit of it all is that Arsenal have gone ahead to get their top summer target. And this is something that people might take lightly, but to get your top summer signing when you are in the levels of Arsenal, that shows you how far Arsenal is going to improve when it comes to being attractive. Because Man City was into this deal, and obviously Declan Rice wanted Arsenal. The moment you reach that level when a player can dump a team that's going to win a treble and say, I want to go to Arsenal, that is something great. Because I don't believe that Man City never had £105 million to rival Arsenal. They had it. They had the money. But they knew that the player was so much inclined or leaning towards Arsenal. From January, Arsenal had been working on this deal till now, and there was no way Man City would obviously overpower Arsenal, because Arsenal showed Man City that the financial muscle is really huge. You remember Arsenal has not been spending a lot of money, before Mikel Arteta came in through. That is it. Arsenal started spending money, serious money, in 2019 when they bought Nicolas Pepe for £73 million. That is it. So, £73 million, that was their record signing, and Declan Rice has gone ahead to break it 4 years later in this summer transfer window, signing for Arsenal in a very, 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 very suitable way. He comes in through in a very trying period of time at the club of Arsenal, as lots of things really never went the way they wanted last year. Obviously, they started the season of 2022-2023 when Arsenal wanted to go into the Champions League, all back in the top 4 positions, but as it really sailed to the middle of the season, Arsenal were favourites to win the league, but they crumbled, they imploded towards the last 7 games of the league, losing to Man City, drawing to West Ham, drawing to Liverpool, drawing to Southampton. That's what Arsenal really did, and they found themselves in a situation of obviously surrendering the trophy to Manchester City. That is it. So, as it stands, they've gotten in a man who is highly expensive, and his job, all duty, is to come in through and obviously bridge that gap that was between Man City and Arsenal for that. And he's not going to do it alone, because Kai Havertz is already here. The second signing, Declan Rice, is in. The third signing is coming in through. That is Julian Timber. And I really anticipate that after us getting a here we go of Declan Rice, that was a very hard deal. Obviously, the accountants of Arsenal are really going to embark now onto the Julian Timber deal, negotiate the structure, see to it that by tomorrow we also get a here we go. Why is this very much important? It's because Arsenal is flying to Nuremberg on Saturday. Arsenal need to announce everything of Declan Rice and Julian Timber on Saturday, before Saturday, and they travel with him to where? They travel with them to Nuremberg to be part of that Arsenal side, and that game is going to be played on the 12th. That is around 8 p.m. and we'll be here to let you know I think on Sunday we'll be doing what we call the match preview, Nuremberg versus Arsenal down in Germany. Who is Mikel Arteta going to really start? Who's going to be part of the match squad? Because I believe some players will play 30 minutes, others will play 45, and then he'll change the team. That is it. So they are doing their best to see to it that they travel with these remaining 2 players that have not officially signed to Nuremberg. That is Declan Rice. His medical is going to be scheduled this week, meaning that after his medical, he might be announced on Saturday. Julian Timber is another one that has to fly with Arsenal to Nuremberg to see to it that they really do that and obviously make this a very successful window. Then, Fabrizio Romano added on the following about Arsenal. He said, Arsenal finally signed their top target, and a huge credit to Mikel Arteta. Told he did incredible job behind the scenes to make it happen by pushing the Arsenal project on player side since January. Edu never changed strategy, even in tense moments. Now it's done. So, obviously, Arteta is the most important in this transfer. That's it. Because Edu's job was to see to it that this deal comes over the line. And in every transfer, it's always the manager who is really so much important, because the manager sits down, explains the plan they have for the player and how they plan to use him at the club. That's why Declan Rice was so much sold onto an idea to come in through to play for the Arsenal side. And obviously the deal is done and dusted. Declan Rice is a gooner, deal pending medical. And if at all he passes the medical, obviously everything is going to be done and dusted. As I brought you a story, I think when was it on Monday morning, that Declan Rice is back in London. I showed you the video, and he's just going to go ahead and obviously cross to go to London Conley, undergo his medical. After undergoing his medical, then he'll get unveiled as an Arsenal player without further ado. That is it coming in from that is it coming in from Fabrizio Romano. Then we go to Sammy McBall. Arsenal and West Ham have now settled on the £105 million fee for Declan Rice being paid in 3 installments over 24 months, with Rice now due to undergo medical ahead of signing his contract. Personal terms of minimum wage of £250,000 per week have already been agreed. Now, West Ham wanted Arsenal to pay this £100 million guaranteed fees in 18 months. Arsenal negotiated to 24 months, meaning that West Ham were not willing to accept the plan of Arsenal to pay this money in 4 years, and they called it upon for the deal to be done in how many months? 24 months. Those are 2 years, and I think that will be really good, meaning that every year Arsenal will be paying close to £50 million to West Ham. You know, if they're going to pay it if they're going to pay an installment half a year or 6 months, that means they have to dislodge £50 million to West Ham every half a year. If they are going in for quarters, those are 8 quarters, meaning that in the first quarter they can pay each and every quarter. They're supposed to pay £25 million. That is it. 25 times 8, that is £100 million. So that is it coming in from Sammy McBall. Personal terms have already gone ahead to get agreed. He's going to earn £250,000 a week, making him the 3rd highest paid player at Arsenal, alongside Bukayo Saka topping it up, close to £290,000 a week. Gabriel Jesus, £265,000 a week, of which his salary can increase if at all Arsenal is in the Champions League. We are waiting for that and see whether it's going to increase. Then there comes Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Thomas Partey, William Saliba, and that's the list of the top 5 highest paid players in the league. So welcome Declan Rice to Arsenal. We are going to be bringing you the date at which he's going to be doing his medical, but confirmed. Here we go. Deal agreed in principle. Arsenal and West Ham have sat down and obviously gone ahead to rectify every hurdle that was blocking this deal from materialization. So your thoughts on to Declan Rice to Arsenal as a here we go are welcome in the comment section below. Do you think Arsenal are going to speed this up so it that Declan Rice goes with them in Germany, because we need to see him holding that shirt with Mikel Arteta? It needs to be a very big announcement for Declan Rice. And if at all you never knew, there is a statement that Arsenal put up on their website that the stadium is going to be closed and no visiting of the stadium around 8th. 8th is going to be Saturday. So I don't know whether that's when everything is going to be short for Declan Rice, because the stadium is going to be closed, because these Arsenal fans have a chance to go ahead and obviously visit the stadium. But on the 3rd, that was on Monday, it was closed. I think they anticipated that maybe they would get the deal done between 3rd and 8th. So they got it off, and after getting it off, they did the needful and they put it another day, that is 8th, meaning that Arsenal might find themselves closing the stadium on 8th to really shoot these adverts of Declan Rice. So guys, your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Good morning. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, may Allah guarantee you the best that you deserve and protect you abundantly. I go by the names of Rokani David. Rokani Media Football's YouTube channel. The Arsenal News Show has been. Declan Rice is officially a Guna, a here we go pronounced. Ciao, ciao.